Hi everyone, welcome to the world of Clan Wars with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. This is Clan Wars week. Today's Tuesday, this is the second replay for the week. Monday to Friday, we're going to be showing some Clan Wars replays on this channel, and these are two of the heavy hitters that really kick some ass on the Soldiers of Fortune campaign that just wound up all over the world. They were playing it on all servers, and by all reports, it was a massive success as far as participation goes. And for clans like Crown absolutely smashed it. Got first place, well deserved. Obviously, a lot of hard work goes into it. Even at 1AR, the amount of work and effort that goes into organising callers, battles, all that kind of stuff. It's way beyond my realm of understanding, if you like. We're looking at the Flying Elite in his Conch GC, 3 artilleries on the Crown's team. Also, 3 Object 907s. That's one of the reward tanks that if you were lucky enough to be in the top 1,250 players on the Asian server, or on other servers it was more players, obviously, because it goes by population as well. That's one of the tanks. A tank that, look, I just know from experience the 907 gets picked so much when it comes to Clan Wars battles. If you've got one, if you can get one and you want to do Clan Wars, then the 907 is probably not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all. 2 T100 LTs, which of course is the tier 10 light tank of choice for any Clan Wars clan. The WZ115A, a couple of Object 430Us. I don't mind those ones at all. Super Conquerors, an Object 260. That's my old mate Matchy HK. I look at the list of names in this Crown team, and I'll tell you what, there's some names there of some very, very good players indeed. Players who've been playing for a hell of a long time, and a couple of community contributors in there as well. Nothing wrong with them. They're all nice blokes. Anyway, we're on Sand River. This one's 15 versus 15. I know what you're probably thinking. You might be thinking, hang on, Stewie, yesterday you did a replay of 1AR against Rebels. 10 versus 10 it was on Redshire. Yes, that's correct. There are 3 fronts in this campaign. Every campaign is a little bit different. I think Wargaming they tweak it as they go, but they try to make improvements and make things different. There are 3 fronts on this last Clan Wars campaign that we've just finished. There's a basic front which any clan could chip and have a battle on, and get fame points and all that kind of stuff for playing, for winning. Even if you lose, you get a few points. Then there's an advanced front, which is also tier 10 versus 10. However, you had to bid. I think you had to bid a certain amount of points to get a battle on there. I didn't do the chipping in this campaign, but that's basically how it went. But however, the rewards were a lot higher on the advanced front. It was still 10 versus 10. It was still at tier 10, but you used to get more reward points or fame points for every battle you played, win, lose, or draw. And if you were lucky enough to be in one of the really top clans, such as Crown and YETI, they were 2 of the toppest clans, two of the clans that really gave it a red hot go on the Asia server. Then it was 15 versus 15, but again the rewards were even greater. And then when it comes into you can invest your fame points to get more fame points towards the second half of the campaign. You could do all kinds of things to try to climb the ladder. The list of rules are far too long to go through in this battle. Now, you just saw a GWE100 get blown away. Ribbit in the T100 LT. He's been around for a long time as well. Kills the GWE100, evening it up again. Now, I didn't even acknowledge the fact that the Flying Elite, who's been sending me a lot of replays for a long, long time, picked up the first kill of this game, getting rid of the IS-7 it was, from YETI's team. Just put another shot over there to the Super Conqueror. Looks like he missed him, but he still got him for 277. Starting to think, maybe did 6 cents go off? I didn't notice it. If it did, just tell me, because occasionally I do make errors, but I don't think it went off. Clearly, the GW100 was spotted and killed by that light tank, and when that happened, if you look on the mini-map, that's where they were pinging. They were pinging over there, saying, "Hey, the light tank's probably spotting me from over here." I'm guessing Rainbow Assassin's calling this one. He was the main caller for Myth or Life before it changed its name, and now I'm tipping he did a lot of calling in Crown, because pretty sure he got the top score in the whole campaign. As Flying Elite, that looks like he just blocked 300 hit points. Didn't come up as damage blocked in the bottom left-hand side of the screen, but he blocked a shot from that T100 LT. So maybe he doesn't have 6 cents in this tank. I mean, there's probably a valid argument to say, well, it doesn't affect how much damage you put out, so maybe Brothers in Arms might be a better option for your crew skills than an artillery piece. I don't know. You tell me. One thing for sure, that camo rating, have a look at that. Have a look at that camo. That's from the Christmas camo. That's one of the funny ones. That's one of the Christmas camouflage from the loot boxes. I think it might have been from maybe from last year, or no, I think it was from this year. Looks pretty groovy. Anyway, 508 more hit points of damage into the Super Conqueror. He's hiding here between these rocks. He doesn't want to get hit. Maybe he's not sure if he's spotted. Looking at the minimap, I would say he's not spotted because the T100 LT is far enough away from the Flying Elite now in his Conqueror GC. However, looking at the minimap again, all the Crown's tanks have basically taken the southern part of Sand River, so the Flying Elite can confidently move forward, get up into this little bit of an elevated position to drop those artillery shells onto the enemy players back there. And it looks to me like, I'm guessing, I don't know the background of this battle, but I'm guessing that was 1,107 hit points of damage into the Super Conqueror, bringing his total damage up to 3,091. Now we're not sure if any of the blind shots went in. I think he's put a couple of blind shots when he saw that tracer go off for one of the enemy artillery pieces. One of the enemy artillery pieces have been spotted, the Conqueror GC on the enemy team, and look, it wouldn't be out of the question for there to be another artillery piece. 3 artillery pieces on Crown's team. One of them has been taken out. That's the only tank that's been taken out from Crown's team. 2 Conq GCs left, 2 T100 LTs, 3 Object 907s, a couple of Object 430Us, WZ155A, 2 Super Conquerors. A Super Conqueror is another very, very solid choice if you're working towards your first tier 10 vehicle. You want to start thinking about using it in a Clan Wars kind of scenario. Super Conqueror is certainly going to get a game. All the tanks that you see up on the screen, well, most of the tanks that you see up on the screen are very, very solid choices for a Clan Wars, especially if you're working towards your first tier 10. It's think about doing a guide to Clan Wars at some stage soon. I'm not sure if that's going to be, I'm not sure how easy or how hard that might be for me to do, but we'll see what we do. 1-1's the score. The Flying Elite from Crown, 3,500 damage done already, not counting the blind shots, is in the Conqueror GC, the big bad British tier 10 artillery piece. It's nearly half time now, just over 7.5 minutes left on the clock. It's 15 versus 15. I did mention, I think I mentioned, the elite front is 15 versus 15. That's where you get the fame points. If you can't get onto the elite front, you need to bid to get onto the advanced front. That's for the Soldiers of Fortune event. And when you're doing Clan Wars campaigns, it's well worth reading into the rules and into the bonuses that you can get for fighting on the different fronts, advanced, basic, and elite, which we've already covered. 1-1's a score, 3,500 damage. Not sure where that shell just went. He was aiming towards that Super Conqueror that's still lit down there in the corner of Sand River. And you can looking at the mini map, you can see Rainbow. I'm guessing it's still Rainbow Assassin calling. I haven't seen him ping the map for a while, but it's just been a little bit of a slow push, I guess you could see. You can see they've got a very good presence in the north. The IS-7, Object 430, 2 Object 430Us and an IS-7 in the north. They're holding back the T100 LT and the Object 277 over there in the northeast. And in the south, a pretty good amount of presence in the south and the middle as well. Those tanks in the middle, of course, will be wary of the enemy artillery pieces. The Flying Elite has tried to counter, at least once, he has tried to counter the enemy artillery. I reckon there might be 2 of them. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen the end, but looking at this, looks like a push from YETI in the north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks. Looks like a 430U. 2 907s, 2 Object 277s. Object 277s, again, a very, very popular tank for this campaign. Flying Elite has zoomed right out, hoping to get more than 1 tank with that shot. You can see that. Did you just see that one through the air? That looked absolutely fantastic. That's one of the something you don't notice while you're playing. Your old mate Dell gets taken out by the 430U. That was JT killing him in the Object 907. Then Flying Elite looking at the Super Conqueror, the Chippy, on 239 hit points. That push in the north has worked. The other Conq GC got the kill on the Super Conqueror, making the scoreboard look a little bit better. 2 3s are scored, nearly 4,000 damage done by the Flying Elite. JT on very, very low hit points, and that's what they're going to be looking for. Flying Elite, is he going to go for it? I'd be going for it. Maybe he's there. Is he going to do a blind shot? Is he going to try and get 2 tanks with 1 shot? There's JT on very low health. I'll be looking at trying to get him and maybe splash somebody else as well. Unfortunately, that one, bit of it, I wouldn't say it's a wasted shot. You've got to take those shots, but they don't always land where you want them to go. And I guess that's one of the disadvantages of an artillery piece. 4 3s are scored. 2 enemy tanks get taken out pretty quickly. JT in the 907, Grass Nibbler in the Object 277. I did mention the Object 277. I would say the most popular tank in this campaign. It's fast enough to react. When you're doing 10 versus versus 10, you're generally not going to have a great presence on two flanks. One of the flanks is going to be left a little bit open, so if you need to react and move your heavy force around pretty quickly, that's going to move the Object 277, a very, very fast heavy tank. You're going to move a heavy tank from one side to the other much quicker than you would, say, an IS-4, a Super Conqueror, an American heavy tank. None of them have the speed of the Russian Object 277. All of a sudden now, with a few kills, Crown are kicking a little bit of ass here. This is why they won the campaign. 7-3 is the score, and I reckon they'll be thinking about doing a push somewhere very, very shortly. They still do have 2 artillery pieces in play. 7-3 is the score. There's still 1 tank unspotted. I'd guess that is likely an artillery, if not a heavily camouflaged artillery poised flying elite looking towards that Super Conqueror. Super Conqueror is a very, very good hull down. If you can get it so you're only poking your turret over the top, you'll do very well in those Super Conquerors. However, artillery, they just love them. When that artillery round hits the back of the engine deck, it's game over, Red Rover, for the big bad British heavy tank. 9-3 the score now. Rainbow Assassin and his boys on at Crown with Flying Elite and all his mates. They'll be saying this is looking good for the win, boys. Let's not stuff it up. We've got this. They'll be calm, cool and collected though. No problems whatsoever. There's a T100 LT that the Flying Elite shot earlier on in the game. Is just been taken out by the T100 LT. Hell Curia. Not sure if I know that bloke, but I know who the Slav King is, and he's looking down here, the Flying Elite, looking for something in there. There goes the enemy Conch GC. That was the last unspotted tank. That got blown apart by AOC Max, Flying Elite's friend in the other Conch GC. There's Bitter Knight. He's been around for a long, long time as well. He goes down as well. 14-4, just 1 light tank remaining. And I'm not sure if Flying Elite's going to get a chance to reload, aim, and drop one on that T100 L2. Silent sounds in the Object 430U is up there trying to do it. You might be thinking, why did they not push so hard? Well, tank locking is a big thing, especially I'm guessing on the elite front. I didn't play the elite front. I'm guessing on the elite front, the tanks got locked for a little bit longer than the tanks that got locked on the advanced front, which is where I played some of my games. Anyway, the Flying Elite from Crown, that's how Crown won the campaign. They did that. I mean, hats off to YETI, a very, very formidable opponent. They're very, very good players over there at YETI. They know what they're doing. There are no dummies over there, that's for sure. But the Crown just did it better on the day on Sand River. Not a bad spread of damage as well. The Flying Elite, 5,500 damage. I think it was showing just under 5 on the in-game damage counter, so he might have got some of those blind shots. The other Conch GC, AC Max, did nearly 5,000 as well. Good spread of damage in the middle as well, and not a bad result at all for the lads in Crown. He even made credits there because he had a battle payment running for 120,500 credits. That's with a premium account. He made nearly 73k after tax. Thank you very much for the replay of Flying Elite. Tomorrow will be another replay featuring Crown and the Flying Elite. This time they'll be playing against someone else. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope your campaign went well. I'm pretty happy with how I did on the few days that I played it, and my clan was pretty excited as well. They had a good time, and that's what it's all about. You want to enjoy it, right? You want to enjoy it while you do it. Thanks again for the replays, Flying Elite. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time. Not a bad game at all. Forgot to say, Flying Elite, he does YouTube stuff as well. Make sure you check his stuff out. Link will be down the bottom with all the other stuff that I put in there. And once again, tomorrow he sent me another replay that you'll be seeing the Flying Elite and Crown doing it a little bit differently in tomorrow's battle. Stay tuned. Come back then. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All that jazz. Discord down below. Facebook, Twitch, you name it. It's everywhere. Thanks again. Good night and bye for now.